Hello, loves. It's been such a long time, but I'm finally back with my updates. In my last video, I talked a little about the updates from that point, but a lot has happened since then. In short, did I manifest my 𝔂𝓪? The answer is yes. However, we have a long way to go before we get to that, and spoiler alert, this might be a little disappointing for some of you. So the last part we left off on, I thought my 𝔂𝓪 was this new kid at school. Honestly, it might have been him. I don't really know. He just had this creepy vibe though. He was very analytical and observant, and he'd always be staring at me but doing nothing. In fact, I told him I thought he was cute, and he didn't say anything, so I was like, So I moved on and was like, whatever. I continued manifesting, and soon enough, the next big thing happened that led to my actual 𝔂𝓁. So this guy was someone I'd met recently, but we weren't so close. However, we began to talk a lot, and a relationship did develop. I just felt this feeling, like I just knew it was him, and it was. He was so clingy, guys. He would also say some pretty crazy things 𝔂𝓁 related, but I can't say them here or else it might get flagged or something. And BTW, we're talking about breaking in my house, kidnapping, and basement type stuff. And some more naughty stuff. He was a little crazy, not gonna lie. Maybe a lot. He'd text me all the time, and he'd always want to FaceTime. So everything was going super good. However, I did not have the best self-esteem back then. I was very insecure, and I do just be so scared to be honest of people, leaving me reflecting on my past relationships and even childhood. Eventually, I started having doubts about what if he still liked his ex and missed her or whatever, and sure enough, with the law of assumption, it came true, unfortunately, and he left for her. So it ended. And I guess at that point, it became clear to me that if I actually genuinely wanted a relationship, that was actually going to last, and I couldn't. To self-sabotage it, I would need to work on my self-concept. And so that's what I've been doing. My self-concept has literally improved so much, and as a result, so has my life. I was low-key in a tough situation at home, but luckily I was able to get away from that. Now I hold myself so high, I literally feel happy every day just on my own. Also, I worked on myself so much, I had the biggest glow ever, WTH. Why didn't people tell me how crazy it is being gorgeous? Some girls be side-eyeing me for no damn reason. And I've been catcalled so much, guys are always looking at me. Also off topic, but I did attract a little creepy weirdo who was low-key stalking me for a bit. We had met a couple days ago, and all of a sudden he'd get way too close. And he asked if he could touch me. But I didn't like this guy, I just met him, so I was like, hell nah, and I ran. But he kept being everywhere I was. And he'd even come over to the building where I live and be hanging out there all day. Bro, get out. Anyways, but that's over now. I'm pretty sure he got over it. So yeah, I've low-key been locked in on myself for quite a while, and it is definitely starting to show everywhere in my life. So low-key, I think it's time to step back in and give it another try manifesting a 𝔂𝓁. Not gonna lie, I low-key read a book, and I want that man so bad. So I'm gonna manifest him because free will. Anyways, but that's all for the updates. I know this might not be the update y'all were expecting, but I feel like it'll had to happen so I could realize that in the end, my self-concept is what has been making it hard for me to manifest 𝔂𝓁 partners and things in my life in general. So I hope everyone who watches learns from my mistakes and makes sure to love themselves and work on their self-concept. To manifest long-term relationships with your partner is much, much easier. Remember, you are the prize, you are limitless. Don't ever doubt yourself.